This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
Today on CityCast Philly, we're talking about our monthly events guide. We'll be sharing some of the coolest places to go, restaurants to try, and free things to do. In February, there's Black History Month, Lunar New Year, and of course, Valentine's Day. So the CityCast Philly team is here to share our recommendations of things to do. Plus, we'll vote for the best. It's Thursday, February 1st. I'm Trenae Nuri, and here's what Philly's talking about. Joining me is CityCast Philly executive producer Laura Benshoff. Hey, Laura.
Hey, Trenae.
CityCast Philly producer Abby Fritz. Hey, Abby.
Hey, Trenae.
And our newest member, Hey Philly newsletter editor, Asha Prihar. Welcome, Asha.
Hi.
Woo. We're the team behind CityCast Philly, a daily local podcast helping you keep up with the news and feel more connected to Philly. And we have a daily newsletter too, Hey Philly. So make sure you sign up. There's a link in our show notes. So we've been doing sort of this tradition now to chat about fun events we love to do throughout the month. And then we're going to pick our favorite one. So Asha, since you've been the voice behind Hey Philly, we'll start with you. Tell us one activity, one restaurant or like bar or something where you want to go, one free thing to do in Philly, and you got to give us a rec for Valentine's Day.
Okay, so for an activity in Fairmount Park, there's this ongoing event called the Wind Tour Scavenger Hunt that I really want to try. It's all free, and there's an app called Goose Chase. It's totally self-paced, so you basically take this app and you sort of have to take pictures of different things in Fairmount Park and answer some questions. And I guess there are some prizes if you participate.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I haven't really explored all of Fairmount Park, and each scavenger hunt each week is in a different part of the park. So it seems like a cool opportunity to sort of get to know the various corners of it.
First of all, Fairmount Park is like one of the largest park systems in the country. And it's not just in one like section of the city. So this could be hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I might give it a shot and let you guys know how it goes. Or maybe one of you guys could try it and let me know. But seems fun.
Cool.
Yeah. And then for food and drink, so I know I'm new here, but something you all should know about me if you don't know it already is that I'm a huge Swiftie. So I'm really wanting to check out this Taylor Swift pop-up that Taqueria Amore in Manayunk is doing this month.
Okay.
I guess it's supposed to be this Valentine's Day thing. It's called Love Story. But it actually runs through most of the month until the 25th.
Oh, cool.
So they've got the whole place decked out in everything Taylor. They have a whole menu of food and drink specials that are like themed around her songs. And so I've been a huge fan since I was like 10. So I've literally been waiting like for like a decade for her to have her big pop culture moment. And I think it's super cool that there's a local place that's sort of celebrating it.
Made for you. Love it.
Wow. I was going to say, Taylor also has this event coming up called the Super Bowl. It's going to be all Taylor Swift, even though Usher's performing. I mean, whatever. And her boyfriend's playing. But this is so cool.
The month of Taylor.
The month of Taylor.
So yeah, and for a free event, I'll be wanting to check out this new exhibit at the Historical Society of Pennsylvania that's called Public Art in Philadelphia, A Legacy Shaped by Women. And it's about how women have contributed to public art in the city. There's an opening event on February 1st, but it runs through the whole month and into the first half of March. It's actually part of this larger effort this year that's called Refocus, which is a celebration of women artists in Philadelphia that is running through the end of May. And for Valentine's Day, I'm looking at this Philly Goat Project BYOB happy hour
Oh my God.
that is on February 10th.
Wait, you're drinking with goats?
Basically, yeah. So if anyone's unfamiliar with the Philly Goat Project, it's this nonprofit that's based in Germantown, and they do some like agriculture and environmental education and some other things. And so at these happy hour events, which I understand that they do them pretty regularly, but this one's supposed to be like Valentine's themes. You pay $35 to get in, and then you can make like s'mores around a fire and mingle with their goats. And also they're apparently raffling off some art that was made by the goats.
Come on, what?
I don't know exactly how that works, but I'm definitely intrigued. And I feel like that alone may be worth $35. But maybe, I don't know.
We love the Philly Goat Project here.
Yeah, that's a unique Valentine's Day.
All right, so Asha has a scavenger hunt, a Swiftie pop-up, public art celebrating women, and this Philly Goat Project where you could possibly mingle with some goats. All right, Abby, can you top that?
I don't know, man, but gonna try. So, sorry, guys. My activity is food related. It's a theme for me. I know it's a problem, but I'd say it's also educational, so we're running with it. This month is Beer Fest, which is the 11th annual beer festival put on by the German Society of Pennsylvania and Philly Roller Derby. Pretty cool. You get to go drink some German beer. They have beer tasting, arm wrestling, and beerlesque, similar to burlesque, beerlesque. I have no idea what that means.
Creative.
Interesting.
I love that. It's happening Saturday, February 24th from 2 to 5:30 p.m. Tickets range from like $35, which is for all of the DDs out there. So if you aren't planning on drinking, you're going to drive everyone home, then the price could be that low, all the way up to their VIP package, which is $99. So you can kind of pick, like you get different things with all of the different tiers of ticket. Pretty cool. They also have kids daycare available there. So if you want, you can drop your kids off, then go drink some beer. But if you do get the VIP tickets, you also will get to have a VIP cheese and beer tasting with Madame Fromage, who we recently had on the show to talk about Philly cheese. So that's at noon. You get to do a lot. There's a lot going on there. I think, between arm wrestling and lagers, you're going to be set. And for my food-focused recommendation, La Tamalada is happening again this year. This is the second annual celebration of tamales with a bunch of local Latino vendors and also a tamale contest happening that day. This is an event put on by Cantina La Martina in Kensington, which is also really exciting. Shout out to them. Their chef is up for a James Beard Award for Outstanding Chef this year. So this is a great way to go, not only like try some cool tamales from local Latino vendors, you can also get some food and drinks from Cantina La Martina. And it's happening this weekend, the 4th, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It will be outside. They do have a heated tent, so you don't have to worry about it. And it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great little celebration celebrating La Candelaria, which is a Mexican celebration that signifies the end of the holiday season. And for my free event, because, I love my free events, I found a really cool one at Star Garden Recreation Center in Society Hill for this month. It's actually on Valentine's Day, even though this is not my Valentine's Day event. I have another one, guys. I swear. It's the 14th from 6:30 to 8:30, and it's a poetry writing workshop. So it's free. There is a suggested donation if you want to give to the person who's putting on the writing workshop. But basically, it's just giving you a space to write, get creative. There's going to be reviews. There's going to be prompts and group activities. You're going to be able to share your poetry and have someone there kind of helping you out. All skill levels are welcome. It's just kind of a safe space to come and workshop your poetry if you've been wanting to do that.
Philly is definitely a poetry city.
Definitely. There's so many great poetry events around here. Now for the Valentine's Day event that I picked, which is not on Valentine's Day. It's on the 11th, which is the weekend beforehand. It's the Yours Truly Art Market. It's from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's at the Pottery Gym, kind of on the border of Old Kensington, I'd say. And it's Valentine's Day themed. So if you need to get a little something cute for your sweetie, you can go, and they have a bunch of, it's 30 plus vendors who are all there selling different art and things like that. It's put on by Val's Lesbian Bar, which is an aspiring bar in Philly. They're currently raising funds to get a brick and mortar home here in the city, which would be super exciting because there's only 31 lesbian bars in the country, according to the Lesbian Bar Project right now. Yep.
Wow.
They even have tattoos if you want. Like they have someone tattooing on site.
A permanent souvenir.
You can get anything you want here, apparently.
Okay.
They are providing. And beverages, of course. But it's all ages welcome. You don't have to be 21. And the suggested entry fee is $10 to $15, whatever you feel comfortable with there. Yeah.
Nice.
What a great find. More February events after the break. This is CityCast Philly.
There's a big difference between talking and reporting, especially right now with a fire hose worth of news coming your way. You know what helps? Having reporters in the field. I'm Brad Milkey from ABC News, and that's what we've got on ABC's daily podcast, Start Here. Every morning, Start Here takes you across the country and around the world for a quick, smart look at the stories that matter. It's fast, it's straightforward, and sometimes, gasp, news can even be fun. So let's meet up tomorrow morning. Listen to Start Here wherever you get your podcasts.
Shipping can make or break a sale, so optimize how you ship your orders with ShipStation. They make it easy to automate and manage orders no matter how big your business grows. And they might even be able to help reduce shipping and warehouse costs. So optimize and keep up your momentum for growth with ShipStation. Sign up for your free 60-day trial now at ShipStation.com and use the code POD. That's ShipStation.com with the code POD.
Okay, Laura, it's your turn. Give us your recs for activity, food and drink, free event, and a Valentine's Day recommendation.
Yes. Okay. So Asha and Abby, as always, hard to top, but I will do my best. My activity this is a little nerdy. I'm a little bit of a fiber arts nerd, just putting that out there. But there is an exhibit that I want to see called Workshop of the World, works by Tabitha Arnold. And she does these large-scale tapestries depicting recent social movements, a lot of them set in Philly. So there's wall hangings that depict sort of protests during the summer of 2020 in Philly, ones that depict local landmarks in Philly. And I've seen her work on the internet a lot, and I'm excited to go potentially see it in person this month. Her show is free. It's running at the List Gallery. This is outside the city. It's in Delco. It's on Swarthmore's College campus. And it's up through February 25th. So if you want to see the art, you got to go this month. The gallery hours are Tuesday through Sunday, noon to 5 p.m. So that's an activity. I think it'd be fun to get outside the city and see a little bit of art this month.
Mm-hmm.
For my food and drink recommendation, kind of following up on the James Beard news that Abby also mentioned, we had a bunch of local chefs who were highlighted recently when that foundation announced their semifinalists. And a couple of local chefs on that list are Omar Tate and Sybil St. Aud Tate of Honeysuckle Provisions. That's on 48th Street in West Philly, and it's described on their website as an Afrocentric grocery and cafe. And I've just really been meaning to get there. I feel like them and their restaurant being on this list is going to put me over the edge. I'm going to take a trip to West Philly from South Philly because there are some food items that sound so good, and I really want to try them. For example, they have this drink called the Ginger Espresso Spritz, which according to their menu is espresso and ginger beer, and then like a syrup with like hibiscus flowers and warm spices.
God, the flavors.
It sounds so good to me and like creative. I've never heard of that combination. You know, maybe that says more about me, but, you know, I want to try it.
I was actually introduced with Omar Tate's cooking in the Netflix documentary High on the Hog, and just like his love and appreciation of just American soul food and the way he remixes it was just so interesting to learn about. So I recommend that.
Oh, I want to check that out. The other thing that I'm really excited about trying is they have something called a Hot Pocket on the menu, but it's filled with smoky collards and eggs. And I'm like, there's nothing more I would want to eat for breakfast or like as a snack than that.
That's a way to remix soul food for sure.
Yes. On to my free event. It's February and there's a ton of Lunar New Year activities happening. And one that I want to highlight that is always really fun is the Lunar New Year parades in Chinatown. Yes. This year, there are actually two. One is at night on Friday the 9th, and the other one is in the morning or starting in the morning of Sunday the 11th. Both parades will follow the same route and start at 10th and Spring Streets in Chinatown and kind of wind their way through the streets. According to Visit Philly, the parade will consist of music and lion dancing, drumming, and firecrackers, and all of that is meant to bring good luck to the local community for the year. It's really cool. And this is not the only free Lunar New Year event happening, but it's one of the biggest ones. But there are many more you can find in the suburbs, in parks around the city, at phillysuns.org. There's a whole bunch of things happening for Lunar New Year this month. And finally, for Valentine's Day, I'm a little bit of a longtime Valentine's hater. I'm trying to reform my ways.
Oh.
And this is maybe a little bit of a cop-out, but I'm genuinely excited about it, is we have had some really good episodes recently about food hacks. And one of those hacks is how to get a deal on fancy cheese. Abby mentioned Madame Fromage. She was like, you can get a deal on fancy cheese if you go buy the ends from De Bruno Brothers. Abby, our resident foodie, also says you can get a deal on cheese at Whole Foods when they have sort of the ends bin. So I was thinking, maybe I'll just make a little cheese board. I'll take my own advice from this show, from our previous shows, which you can find in our feed, and have a little wine and cheese night. That's my recommendation anyway.
You know, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe we will get you to love Valentine's Day.
Maybe it's hard. I don't know. It's so commercial. But that's my soapbox for another day.
I mean, so actually, if you're a real Valentine's hater, there's this animal shelter in South Jersey that's doing this promotion that's called Neuter Your Ex.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's like a fundraiser for their like trap, neuter, release program.
Wow.
And so they like are basically like you pay like $50 and they'll name a feral cat after your ex and then they'll neuter it and then they'll release
That is
it.
twisted.
It's like their anti-Valentine's Day promotion.
You know, if I were recently heartbroken, that would be maybe very cathartic. I don't know.
Is it bad that there will be a lot of cats with a lot of different names from me? Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, Laura, you've got some art, a restaurant to try, parades, and you'll be getting some cheese.
A cheese snack.
A cheese snack for Valentine's Day. Okay. All right, here we go. Here is my activity for February. My first rec, it keeps you inside, cozy with some books and history. I really want to check out the Rosenbach Museum and Library in Rittenhouse Square. This museum, and I love museums, but this museum is a collection of rare books, manuscripts, furniture, and art. I read on the website, I think this all comes from like these like super wealthy families from back in the day.
Cool.
And the museum is open Thursday to Saturday from 10:30 to 6 p.m. and on Sundays 10:30 to 4:30. Children under 12 are free. Students are $7.50. Seniors have a discount of $10, and the tickets are $12.50. The museum really encourages visitors to pre-register before you go.
It's actually funny that you recommend this for February because I actually went last February on my birthday. Because it was also like on my list and I was like, what am I going to do on my birthday? Oh, I guess I'll check out this like museum that I never find a reason to go to.
That's cute.
Okay, now for my food and drink recommendation, I might be cheating with this one because it's also an activity. It's this new spot where you can eat, drink, and golf. It's called Putt Shack.
Ooh.
This is inside Liberty Place, which is kind of like a mini mall downtown. They are building an upscale indoor golf bar and restaurant, and it's set to open later this month. There's a Putt Shack in various cities around the country. I love that this is, again, family friendly, but also at night you can come down here for a date or hang out with the friends. Yeah, I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, their Instagram looks cool. It looks really like neon-y and like cool looking inside. Probably fun to Instagram too.
So yeah, they're set to open, I believe, February 24th. So later this month.
Nice.
Now, for my free event, again, I'm going to stick back to the kids. Got to look out for the kids. My choice is a free event in February that I'm really excited about. It's the 32nd annual African American Children's Book Fair, and it's happening Saturday, February 3rd from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. So this is such a great way for the kids in your life to get a new book, and they can also meet some of the authors of some of their favorite books. So this has been such a staple for my family. I really promote literacy in our house.
That's awesome.
All right. Now, for Valentine's Day, you can heat things up. Stay with me. You can heat things up with your bae or that person you're trying to get to know by taking a trip down to the Wells Fargo Center to watch the Sixers take on Miami Heat. You get it? Heat. The game starts at 7, and I've seen tickets starting at $39. So I feel like that's reasonable.
For Valentine's Day, yeah.
All right, here comes the fun part. Let's vote on who had the best rec. For activity, who had the best activity?
Oh, this is so hard.
I know.
Because they're all so different.
I know.
I mean, this is not the activity, but the one that is standing out for me is still Goat Valentines.
I like the scavenger hunt. I feel like you can also do the scavenger hunt like for a date idea.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
Right?
Totally. And great way to explore the city too. I don't know though. I feel like I might hit up that museum, especially now that it's not only has Trenae recommended it, but Asha also went. And so I feel like, yeah, the Rosenbach, it sounds like that is going to be a hit.
I'll also pick the Rosenbach.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so for food and drink, Laura, what's your top food and drink place you want to go to?
This feels like cheating, but I just really want to go to Honeysuckle Provisions.
Honestly, same.
That's why I put it on my list. I just really want to go. I want that espresso ginger spritz so bad.
It sounds great. I vote for that one too.
Clear winner there, I guess. You sold us. You sold us.
Yeah. Unanimous. Okay. Who had the best free event? I gotta go with the Lunar New Year parades.
I was going to say the same thing. That sounds like so cool.
If you haven't been, it is, again, part of like that Philly bucket list thing you've got to try at least once. And not only that, but it's just like the vibe down there is so electric, and you can just hang out and just eat all day because you're already in Chinatown. So,
yeah, great choice.
Who had the best Valentine's Day event?
Well, do you want to get a tattoo or get drunk with a goat? I mean, like the options are really broad here.
Or just eat cheese at home.
Or eat cheese.
Or eat cheese alone, okay?
And watch the basketball game.
Wow.
Honestly, I would go to any of these. I would do any of them. I think they're all great.
Honestly, the Val's lesbian bar sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it also sounds like an effort it's really like worth supporting.
Right.
I think that's super cool.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Abby, Laura, Asha, for joining me this month for CityCast Philly's Things to Do in February. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, Trenae.
Thanks, Trenae.
Yeah, thanks. This was fun.
For a complete list of our February recommendations, check out the link in our show notes. That's all for today here on CityCast Philly. If you enjoyed this episode about things to do in the city in February, tell a friend and make those reservations. Rate the show, leave us a review, and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to sign up for our morning newsletter, Hey Philly, to learn more about what else Philly's talking about. We'll be back tomorrow morning with the Friday News Roundup. Bye.